Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? This is author Coach Keandria Ragland. She's
Hey.
Purpose Key, the host of the fourth annual The Power Moves Her that will be held June 26th, 27th in downtown Lawrenceville, Georgia. We are here today. We are here today with another woman in business, another woman who have said yes to the call to come alongside of She's Purpose Key to bring this thing alive. And yes, it's going to be live. If you have not seen the lineup, I need you to just go to She's Purpose Key Facebook page. You go to YouTube and see the lineup. You can also go to the website. Yep, go ahead and purchase your ticket for Saturday, the Women's Summit, June 27th. Friday, remember, June 26th is free. It's the revival. Okay, June 27th is the summit day. That's the day where we are going to be having the panel. Yes, Dr. Enjoy will be on the panel.
Yes,
So we'll talk about that in just a second. But she will be on the panel. She also will be facilitating a breakout session. Okay, and so you also see above this live why you need to register for her session. Now, let me introduce her. Dr. Enjoy, come on in and let the people know who you are and what you're going to be bringing to downtown Lawrenceville, Georgia, June 27th.
Hello. I'm excited. I'm excited to be in the building on June 27th. And like you said, I'll be on a panel and I'll be facilitating a session. It's going to be my staple talk that I give. I always talk about joy. I'm Dr. Enjoy, host of Journey to Joy live podcast, as well as owner of Enjoy Life, living in full empowerment. And my goal is to inspire joy. So my topic will be joy and putting yourself back on the priority list, because my goal is to help all those women who are giving everything to everyone at all times and they're just putting themselves last. In fact, they let themselves not even on the list. So we're going to get yourself back on that priority list so you can prioritize yourself and continue to be that strong person to other people, but also figure out when that is that you can be that person to yourself, because you deserve it.
Absolutely. And so I would like to ask you, when did your career start, and at what point of your career did you transition to becoming your own boss?
Yeah, I feel like you could say my career started when I finally got out of training, which was in 2019. And I started out in academic psychiatry. So I was working for an institution as an assistant professor. And then 4 years after that, ended up leaving to in 2023, right after I had my second baby, left maternity leave. And then I said, you know what? I don't want to do academic medicine anymore. And ended up transitioning into community mental health. And at that time, I also decided to start a business, an LLC. And it was really out of a need of necessity. Like I was working a 1099 job as well as a W-2. And it felt like for tax reasons, it's great to have an LLC. And I said, you know what? Now that I got this, let me start the private practice. I always thought that that would be just way off in the sunset 30 years down the line when I would start a private practice. I didn't think that I could just launch and do that. Who, me? How do I have my own business? So once I had it, I was like, ooh, I can just start seeing patients. So I started to do that. I started writing books, a journal, a memoir of myself, and it's just been taken off and it felt good. So it's important to know that that thing you have in your head, that dream, you can make a reality of it.
Yes, awesome. So what was your biggest fear, and how did you overcome that fear when that transition happened?
It was just like, can I do it? And how do I do it? So once you start learning those things for yourself, for say a doctor or psychiatrist who's trying to start their own private practice, I mean, who do you talk to? You talk to people who already have a private practice, or already have their business. You're trying to be an entrepreneur or own a business, whatever that is. You find that entrepreneur, you find that business owner that's doing the same thing. You learn more information. There's YouTube University, there's books, there's mentors, there's role models, there's all kinds of things. So anyway, once I educated myself on that and talked to different friends who are already doing it, it was like, oh, this is doable. But it can be overwhelming at first when it's like so much. And, just do step by step. But that was one of my fears. As far as like all the things that I had to think about to do. Do I accept insurance? How do I apply for insurance? Whoa. So I'm just going to do one insurance at a time and then do cash pay. And the good news is that it's not like I left the W-2 and this is all I had and all I could depend on, because that's a fear too, right? If that's all you can depend on. But that's what made it easier, that I still had income coming from another source. And then it was just like, okay, I can slowly build the private practice.
Yeah, and I like that you said slowly, like you didn't completely leave the W-2, right?
Exactly.
So taking it, one step at a time,
Mm-hmm.
and like you said, even with starting a business, just connecting with other people that that's in work in the, or at the place that you're trying to go and trying to reach,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when it comes to, you talked a little bit about your training, but how many years have you been in? How many years have you been a boss?
A boss. I love how you said that. I'm a boss. Well, let's see. That was 2019 that I came out. I wasn't a private practice owner. So, like, if you say once I started being my own boss, I would say that was in 2019. So, about 7 years from now. But I was still a chief medical officer at that point. Yeah, I would say about 9 to 12 years. As my own
Okay.
business owner, 7 years, but as like medical director and like other boss leadership stuff, I would say 10 years, 10, 12
So
years.
in this season,
Mhm.
how do you continue your training? How do you continue to perfect your gift?
I go to different conferences. I mean, yours is one of them, right? I can't wait to learn, because that's like literally directed to business owners. So it's really awesome. So it's nice to find different things that have a certain niche. Like yours is for like Black women owners, right? So it's like, ooh, that's very attractive. I'm a Black woman owner. And then there's like, okay, medical doctors who are in private practice. So Entre MD was something I looked at, and I went to all their free workshops learning how to own a practice and how to expand. And of course, I go to my institution's annual meetings. So the American Psychiatry Association, the American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry. So that's two different academies that I go to. And then there's just, continuing to network.
Yeah, that's the key. That's the key. That's part of why you need to get to the
Yeah.
Power Moves Her, the fourth annual The Power Moves Her. That's going to be held downtown Lawrenceville, Georgia, June 26, 27. I want to share the website really, really quick on how you can register for her class and what she's going to be talking about really quick on the panel. And so let me see. Okay, she's purposekey.com. You will see where it says upcoming event. You will see where it says vendor sign up. I am absolutely full. I'm not accepting any more vendors. I truly, truly appreciate all the overwhelming support of the vendors. But guess what? You can still come and get in the room. Go to Summit registration. Click on Summit registration, and it's going to take you here. And I'm going to show you. So once we click on Summit registration, I have to stop sharing this screen real quick and show you where to go.
Super exciting.
Let's see. Workshop registration. All right. So it's going to take you here to the workshop registration. It's going to give you the full schedule for Friday, June 26th. Vendor setup is at 5:30. Doors open at 6:30. Come support the vendors. You will see where I am. This week I start supporting my vendors. I start letting you all know who's going to be there. So the revival will start at 7 from 9. The attire, don't say I didn't tell you, because it's not mandatory, but the attire is only fatigue and purple. Your girl be putting some stuff together. So when I step up, when I step out, let me say, oh, girl, you
Hey,
cute. Okay.
love my
Listen, ladies,
purple.
come out. Bring your sister, your co-worker. Make it a ladies' day. Again, ladies' nights. Again, we starting on Friday. We setting the atmosphere on Friday. You will not be disappointed. Women's Summit start on Saturday the 27th. Vendor set up at 8:45 a.m. Doors open at 9:30 a.m. Summit begins at 10 a.m. This is where Dr. Enjoy will be on the panel. We have focus points. The focus points is domestic violence. You met attorney Natalie Williams. Midlife crisis, age with confidence. You will meet educator Micaiah White this week as well. She may be, yeah, it may be this week, but she will be one of the next sponsors that will be coming up that I will interview. So continue to follow. Inspire Joy, the wife, the mom, the boss. All
Yes.
right, boss lady. So she's
Hey.
going to be on the panel, okay? And y'all also was able to hear from Dr. Dorothy Harris. She talked about behind closed doors trauma we don't talk about. And so that is
Mm-hmm.
the panel. After the panel, we will have session 1, session 2, and session 3. Everyone will be a part of session 1. Dr. Enjoy is session 3. Okay, so if you scroll down, you'll see session 1, you'll see session 2, you'll see session 3. You will see she's under let me scroll back up. Session
Right there.
Okay, right there. Session 3, small business
Sign
development.
up.
All right, this is her. So her class title is How to Put Yourself Back on the Priority List, as she was speaking earlier today. So, Dr. Enjoy, if you can quickly close us out, because I know you got to get back to your schedule. If you want to let the people know why they want to be in your session.
Because all the time, when you are a business owner, a wife, a mom, a boss, a single mom, a caregiver, whatever your role is, you get lost in the sauce doing all those roles and you tend to forget about yourself. And when you forget about yourself, there's burnout, there's stress, there's overwhelm, and the chronic when that goes chronic and long term, that turns into clinical depression and anxiety and all kinds of things. And guess what? That turns to physical health issues. So, therefore, it is important for you to be able to prioritize yourself so that you can be there for other people. So, why not put yourself back on the priority list? I'm sure I'm talking to many people when I say that you are the one that's giving everything to everyone and not even thinking about yourself. So, come and figure out how you can put yourself back on the priority list and have joy.
And have joy. So thank you all. Thank you for watching and supporting, and I look forward to seeing you all. If you have any questions, you can don't hesitate to DM me on Facebook. Again, follow me on She's Purpose Key Facebook, She's Purpose Key Instagram. You can follow me on Author Coach YouTube. Also on LinkedIn, Keandria Ragland. Follow, connect, share, and we will see you at the Women's Summit in downtown Lawrenceville, Georgia, June 26th, 27th. Again, the website is shesPurposeKey.com. Love you all. Bye.
Excited.